Red lights go on. Longish hold, but they go out now. And the Clio looked to be spinning its wheels a little bit as it got off the line. He's certainly conceded the lead. He's conceded 2 or 3 places.
And that's Murphin.
Murphin's involved in that.
Oh dear.
He's off into the barriers.
3 cars. One went
Sean
round,
Green, I think.
There's a wheel hanging off, the red one. Something hanging off. It's not going to move very easily.
No, it's not. So that's a shame. Chris McCloy avoided all of that. The Clio of Jeff Connor dropped down to 3rd place in the end. I think it is still Philip Wright that's leading then. We'll try and pick up the rest of the order in a moment. Is that Paul Jarvis going through? That's the Murphin Honda. That's quite badly bashed up, isn't it?
Might be encouraged to reverse that into the refuge.
Yeah, that's the car that started on the outside of the second row of the grid, but somehow conspired to end up on the inside there. No, it wasn't the Jarvis car that had gone off, was it? It was another car I misidentified. So those that remain are streaming their way.
They're slowing
through.
Down, aren't they? So I guess they've seen
down.
that.
Have we got yellow flags or have we got red? Yeah, red lights and red flags. You can just see those further down the straight. So red flags, race being stopped. First time we've had a red flag in racing conditions. So we did have a few in qualifying.
It's a better start than last time round.
5-second board has been shown, so red lights are about to go on. They do so, and they go out. Away they go then. And the Clio again, similar kind of start. I think bit of wheel spin. He's going to lose 1 place from around the outside. I think that's number 7, Cameron Elder, that's made the best of the starts there.
And McCloy down the inside.
Absolutely, in his 94 model Civic. He's 2nd, and 3rd is Connor. So it's Philip Wright here that's the big lose, the pole position driver. He's gone back to 4th position. McCloy up the inside through Hollywood there has taken the lead of the race away from Elder. Jeff Connor in the Clio passed as well. So it's the Honda from the Renault. Connor in 2nd, Elder 3rd, Philip Wright, the pole position driver, in 4th. Tate Taverner is in 5th as they stream through the old hairpin for the first time in this race. And it's McCloy leading the way here from Connor, and there's a bit of a gap actually opening up to the rest of them.
It's a catch-weight contest, isn't it? Look at the size of the Renault in comparison to the early Honda. McCloy clinging to the inside, up the rise into Coppice. Connor runs wide over the grass, he goes into the gravel, and is he going to stay there or will he stay on? You can't see. He's taken the great circle route round the outside to get back onto the grass, and that at least will get him enough purchase to get onto the track. But he's about 10th or 12th, isn't he? And even further down as he resumes.
Philip Wright has gone up to 2nd position at the expense of Cameron Elder, who made that great start from the 3rd row of the grid. So Wright back up to 2nd, but it's Chris McCloy leading us 1 off in the background as well. Coming out of the chicane, that car rejoins without too much more drama. So it's McCloy leading, Wright 2nd, Cameron Elder 3rd, Tate Taverner 4th, Trevor Gregory up to 5th, Martin Ward 6th, Carl Hopkins 7th, 8th is Scott Smith, 9th is Stephen Langton, and the first non-Honda Civic is Paul Jarvis in 10th place, number 58 leading Class B as we work lap 2 of this race, and it's McCloy in the 94 car from Philip Wright's more modern version.
Yeah, so there's the Renault way down, isn't he? Connor, 15th, but he's not. Mandapira is in 12th. He's best of the Renaults. Here's McCloy under pressure from Wright.
Yeah, Wright looks to the left-hand side of the circuit as they climb up the hill towards Coppice Corner. This is where Connor went off. He is. That's exactly what he's going for. The cutback at Coppice Hill is now on the inside, and he's gone through. So Philip Wright's taken him a lap and 2/3 to get back into the lead of the race. Chris McCloy goes down to 2nd. Cameron Elder 3rd, and the bewinged Civic of Tate Taverner is in 4th place. 5th and 6th is 44 Trevor Gregory, and then Carl Hopkins, is that who's made of a place? Because I think Martin Ward had lost a bit of ground on this lap. 7 minutes left to go.
Yep. 133 was in our screens there, which was Luke Sedzikowski with his late model Honda. There he is.
Just behind him, you've got Matthew Mandapira and the recovering Jeff Connor, I think.
Yes, Connor's past Mandapira now. The blue and white Renault past the older version of Mandapira. Is though the Yoo-Hoo car, giving it plenty of stick.
Yeah, that's Stephen Langton, number 60. He is running in 9th place at the moment, so we work lap 3. And Sedrzykowski losing out to Connor as well, so that's going to put Connor back up into the top 10, I think. And the question is, how far can he go? Oh, someone's either off or got a problem. Can't see the source of that. Watch 27 go through. That's Scott Smith in his Type R. So Class B at the moment, you've got Luke Sedrzykowski leading from in 2nd place Matthew Mandipira, and Jared Coulson in 3rd, as Philip Wright has done another new fastest lap of the race, a 1:19.59. 5 3/4 minutes left to go. That's the number 4 car, which is Stephen Harrison, another of the Class B Clios.
Yep, Luke Sedrzykowski currently leading Class B in that 1:33. He's in 10th overall, but Mandipira isn't that far behind, about a second, just exactly a second. Jared Coulson, his Renault Clio, is 3rd in B, and then Paul Jarvis, I think. But here they come then, plunging down through the Craners. Fantastic feeling when you're driving down through there. Marvellous piece of circuit.
Yeah, it's Jared Coulson, number 14, we could see with a day glow on his car. He's just ahead of Paul Jarvis. So I think when I read through the grid, I'd forgotten that Luke Sedrzykowski, it was a Class B car as well. So he's leading Class B from Mandipira, as you were saying, Marcus Coulson, and Jarvis only 4th. And this is a problem for Paul Jarvis, then number 58, who's the Class B Championship leader by quite a long way. He's 56 points clear of Stephen Harrison, having picked up the maximum points in each round so far, apart from the first of the races.
The spinning Fiesta just goes out of our sight and recovering.
Yeah, so back to this Class B battle. This is for 3rd within Class B. Jared Coulson in the Clio, and Paul Jarvis, long-time stock hatch racer, I think he's going to get the move done. Much better exit out of the chicane for him that time than it was for Coulson, and is getting alongside, although that Claire's clearly got a bit of poke, and he's leaving the door open on the inside as well for number 4.
Down the inside, Harrison. There's going to be a change there as well by the looks of things. And that's the 4 car, isn't it?
Stephen Harrison. Yeah. And then just behind them is David Knight in his Honda Civic, another Class B car. So this for 3rd, side by side through the Craner curves, and Paul Jarvis does get this done because the Jared Coulson car is looking increasingly smoky. It's still sticking in there on the inside of the old hairpin.
Yeah, it's smoking heavily now, and that's a brilliant move. The Saxo, Paul Jarvis, absolutely amazing. Hung out to dry at Redgate, kept that outside line all the way down. We
just saw the Class B lead battle going through as well, but between Luke Sedrzykowski's Honda Civic Type R and Matthew Mandipira's Renault Clio 197. That's the side-by-side battle for 3rd place within that class, and it's Coulson holding at the moment. But you've got Jarvis there, and then Harrison and Knight ready to pick up the pieces as well. There's Jeff Connor, he's at the front of that group now. So he has made some more ground upon this lap. What have we got? 3 minutes left, so probably 3 more laps, including the one that they're just starting, left to go here to make it an 8-lap race.
Yeah, Mandipira's right in behind Sedrzykowski. But
to reassure everyone, it's normal service in Class C. David Drinkwater, number 1, leading there. He's 18th overall, no, 16th overall now, in fact. From Martin Paget 2nd and Paul Warren in 3rd. So David Drinkwater looking good here for a 4th hot hatch. Are we on 4 or 5 now? I've lost count. But another hot hatch championship anyway. Looking like it's going to head the way of David Drinkwater if he can keep up this run of form in Class C.
Yes, Trevor Grove's having a good race. He lost out to Carl Hopkins for a bit, but he's got back past it. This is looking very worrying now. The amount of smoke coming out of that Jared Coulson car, the Renault Clio, doesn't look very well at all. That's the battle at the back of the field. That group with Sedrzykowski and Mandipira. That's the tussle, the Honda versus Renault fight for Class B. Philip Wright has set fastest lap with the interim, 1:19.59. 56. And just the 6th lap.
Well, yeah, that battle for the lead in Class B is a long way clear of the battle for the rest in Class B, which Paul Jarvis has now found his way to the front of, by the way. It's about 7 seconds between 2nd and 3rd there. We're watching 107 and 403, so this is Stephen Watson and Richard Bancroft, and they are disputing something like 25th position. John Hobbs, who was between them, has now got ahead of them now in his Peugeot 106 Rally, which, considering he's in a Class C car, those two are Class B cars, he's got no business doing really, but nevertheless he's made an escape.
Philip Wright still 8/10 outside the current lap record held by Alistair Camp, set in May last year.
Yeah, 3/4 of a minute to go, so I think we're now probably going to be on the, we're certainly be on the last lap. We're about to start the last lap in fact, won't we, because Philip Wright's coming through with just about half a minute left to go, continuing to lead. 7 laps down the book, he's 1.9 seconds clear. It's just in another best lap of the race, a 1:19.50, so within 3/4 of a second now of Alistair Camp's lap record in Class A.
Very consistent, 600ths quicker than before. There is Sedzikowski tucking onto the back of that group, and right on his bumper, filling the mirrors, is Matthew Mandapira with the Renault Clio 197, number 177.
Yep, you can see Sedzikowski there in 11th place with Mandapira right behind him, just trying to latch on to those, the rear of the top 10 and all the Class A cars ahead of him. So Stephen Langton, Martin Ward, Scott Smith, Jeff Connor having made his break away from those now. He's at a 1:19.89, I think.
He's reeling Hopkins in.
He is, so he could just about squeeze the top 6 out of this after that off on the first lap. Clock has counted down to 0 now though, as we watch Philip Wright, who's leading this race quite comfortably really, heading down into the Roberts chicane, not God, others have been calling it Roberts chicane, for the final time, and he'll see the checker flag this time I think. There it is, over the line he goes. So Philip Wright wins again in the PBS Brakes Hot Hats Championship. That's a 6th victory of the season for him. Chris McCloy has to settle for 2nd place, that's his 3rd P2, and Cameron Elder is in 3rd position, and that's yet his best results of the season. We've not seen too much from him this year, to be honest. Tate Taverner 4th, Trevor Gregory 5th, Jeff Connor 6th, Carl Hopkins 7th, Scott Smith 8th, Martin Ward 9th, and is that a change on the last lap actually? Yeah, Scott Smith 9th, Luke Sedzikowski 10th, getting ahead of Stephen Langton on the final lap. Then it's Matthew Mandapira. Paul Jarvis has taken 3rd in Class B, which will be a bit of a disappointment to him. And then in the back of shot there, you can just see the red and white and blue BMW coming through to take the checkered flag in Class C. That's going to be, what are we, 17th overall, I think, in the end for David Drinkwater. Yes, it is, just ahead of the Class B version, another compact of Charlie Hayes. But David Drinkwater it is that wins Class B, or Class C I should say, yet again, and is well on course for his 4th championship. So final few cars just coming through to take the checkered flag. I think that's everyone through now. Yeah, just in the background you can see the top 3 on their slowing down lap. So let's see if we can bring you the results from that race. There we go. Philip Wright it was that completed the 10-minute race, 8 laps, and he finished 2.25 seconds clear of Chris McCloy, so 63 from 37. Then number 7, Cameron Elder, took 3rd place. 4th was number 22, Tate Taverner. 5th, 44, Trevor Gregory. 6th was the only Clio, or the only non-Honda Civic in the top 10, number 21, Jeff Connor. Ahead of 7th, number 9, Carl Hopkins. 8th, number 2, Martin Ward. 9th, at 27, Scott Smith. And then we had our Class B winner, Luke Sedzikowski, in the 133 car. Stephen Langton was 11th in number 60, then 2nd in Class B, Matthew Mandapira, and 3rd in Class B, number 58, Paul Jarvis. A bit further back, in 18th position, number 1, David Drinkwater, took the Class C honours. And 2nd within Class C was number 98, Paul Warren, and number 20, Martin Paget, took 3rd place within that class. And then we do run into the non-finisher, so Michael Dwayne in the 777 car, a non-finisher, and also Neil Frost with 31 cars in the end taking the restart of that race. So let's head down to the pit lane. Josh Barrett's there once again.
So we're down here in the pit lane after the first of the 2 hot hatch races for today, and congratulations to Phil Wright. Phil, well done. You made it interesting to start like normal,
Yeah.
but then you come back to where you wanted it to be.
Yeah, we got a great start in the first one, then the restart seemed like a decent start, but everybody else must have got a better one. So, but had it more enjoyable, and it's nice to have a bit of fun out there. So.
Yeah. Obviously you got Chris out there who's got a bit of a lighter car, I think, which
Yeah.
give you different strengths in different parts of the track.
Yeah, that seems to be really working here. Watching that was get your head down and try and get away, because I thought that was going to push us a lot of the way for that. So yeah, it looked tidy out there.
And you had Jeff up there in the Clio, he did run out front wide, otherwise that would be good to have another different car up there.
Yeah, well, being my old car as well, that's
Yeah,
nice
right,
to see it on
sure.
the front row next to us. But he got a bit wide out at coming onto the back straight and put it through the gravel trap. But he's getting there now. That's going to be a contender, that car is.
So it's nice, obviously we had Ryan at the start of the year, but now you've got different contenders, which must be nice for you to race against different people.
Yeah, shame to see Ryan in on the grid. Obviously, enjoy racing with Ryan. He's a talented driver and it's always clean with us. But it's nice to see a lot more of them coming through now and having some good races.
Obviously for the overall championship, David keeps winning, so that's going to be a bit difficult, isn't it?
Yeah, I don't think we've got a lot of chance there with David, but we'll keep trying.
But for the class championship now, a really big lead.
Yeah, nice one, but we just got to keep doing what we're doing.
And same again later.
Fingers crossed, but we'll just see what happens.
Best of luck with that. Well done. So Phil Wright, our race winner in the hot hatches. Class B, that went the way of Luke Tedjakowski, so let's have a chat with Luke. Welcome back to 750 Mo Club Racing. Luke, that went well?
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, I love it. I've not done some racing for a few years now, and in fact I haven't raced a Civic since 2015.
Right.
So good to be back out there and having a bit of fun.
You had, I think, Matthew in the Renault quite close to you for a lot of it.
Yeah, it was pretty tense. Obviously I'm not very good at standing starts at the moment, because obviously my last racing was always rolling start. So yeah, they caught me on the start, and then I think the back of the Class A cars were backing me and the Clio up, so yeah, it was quite good fun.
Well done. A quick word, David, because I think our next cars are coming up. Another win there, David, racing some of the more powerful cars.
Yeah, it was good, wasn't it? So managed to get a gap from the guys behind, so I assumed they were fighting with themselves, so just left me to go away and stick behind them, but got nicely peppered by a load of stones. Windscreen's taking a battering, but yeah, it was good.
Sounds like standard Donington Park racing, doesn't it? Well done. So our top 3 in hot hatch, we're all ready. I've got the next cars on the grid for the RLM Racing Sports 1000 Championship.